But yeah, so Cosmos came around. You said you started Quasar 1.5 years ago. What ecosystems, like, did you just find Cosmos and thought like, that's where I want to build something? Or did you come up with Quasar first and said, okay, which ecosystem do you want to position ourselves in? And if so, which ecosystems did you look at?
Yeah, so I actually kind of stumbled into Cosmos, to be very honest. I was sent a link to kind of check it out and look into that. And as almost everyone in the beginning, I thought Atom is the Ethereum of Cosmos. So like, okay, so I guess this is like everyone has their own token, but it's also an ecosystem. Very quickly, I kind of realized, oh, okay, it's all separate chains. And then IBC is kind of the thing that really blew me away. It's like I have I think people that know me know I have strong opinions about validator and multi-sig bridges. But IBC really solves that. So I was like, wow, that's crazy. But then also very quickly realized there's a ton of issues in Cosmos, right? Capital inefficiency, user experience, quite frankly, is just really bad. Which again, not to say not a lot of people working on this, but because the tech is so new, right? We're in a time where people are engaging with things they shouldn't have to touch. Like IBC should not be a humanly, like a thing you as a human engage with. It should just happen in the background. So it kind of evolved literally at the same time. Many of my teammates and my co-founders had different stages of their life experienced, people wanting them to manage their money, right? And they couldn't do it for regulatory reasons, or friends and family asking where to invest into, right? And they couldn't really take the time to explain that. TradFi, coming from TradFi and seeing like how barricaded access to financial investments really is. So we want to kind of solve that. And then at the same time, as we stumbled on Cosmos, we immediately realized that it's just a perfect place to do it. Because one of the things that we very early identified around yield aggregators of any sense and any vault platforms is the immense kind of suffering that the protocol has if it's built on another chain. So for example, Yearn protocol, we are good friends with some of the devs. I met them, amazing team. I would never say anything bad about Yearn. However, they are built on Ethereum, which means if there's an NFT mint or something unexpected happening and the gas fees suddenly increase, you have to recalculate the entire strategy if it's still profitable, right? You're basically a victim to what the chain does and what the fees do. And so having your own app chain and basically designing the entire thing around just hosting strategies is kind of what immediately excited us, because lower capital efficiency, bad user experience, and the ability to own the entire stack is literally the triangle that Quasar needs to be a fantastic product. So truly a natural fit. You could say luck. You could say luck.
And you just said, so basically Quasar is an app chain for hosting strategies. It also has to do with DeFi and somehow an analogy with Switzerland. So can you maybe explain for people that have no clue what we're talking about,
totally.
what Quasar is and what kind of problem it's resolving?
No, totally. So essentially the one sentence pitch is we are connecting professional strategists with global capital. That's the one pitch. And everything kind of branches out of that. So on one hand, what's important to know is that theoretically, if you know how to code Cosmos, and in the future, you don't even need to know how, anyone can create a strategy. That's goal number one. Goal number two is the way our platform works, our chain works, is that our vault smart contracts are on various chains. So you can run strategies across IBC. That is a super novel feature. Basically, interchain accounts, interchain queries, like we're literally like a week behind what Cosmos allows us to do on that tech side. So you can essentially use the Quasar chain as kind of your gateway into investing into all of IBC. And then the actual liquidity that you deposit gets sent to the destination chain. So for example, one very clear use case would be you want to LP on Osmosis and you want to restake your LP rewards. So you either do it every day, which if you have a ledger is super annoying, or you kind of do it once per week, at which point the compound kind of eats away, right? With a Quasar Vault, we can do that automatically for you, right? We can also have a different amount, like different various LP pools and kind of rebalance between them, running a sort of index on Osmosis. In the future, you can do cross-stacks arbitrage. So once IBC goes beyond Cosmos, you can arbitrage the trading pairs across different ecosystems, even like Polkadot and Cosmos. you can do leveraged vaults with Mars. So you just leverage your tokens and the vault kind of automatically deleverages or leverages more depending on price movement. And then kind of our flagship first product, which we're going to launch, is an index strategy where you are essentially actually holding all the IBC tokens like, Secret, Osmosis, Juno, Atom, Mars, Injective, Kujira, and you would actually be able to stake them on the destination chains as well as you hold the vault token, but you can also redeem the vault token for all the underlying assets. So you buy one thing and then you can either stake all of them with one transaction on our end or get all your assets back, basically the entire basket. So there's a lot of funky stuff you can do, but again, right, all it is magic sauce to trade and control positions across all of IBC that we offer to the community to just build what they want on top.
Yeah.